What's going on, everyone? Welcome back to the channel. It's UFC 308 Fight Week, and today we're talking about the main event, Ilia Topuria versus Max Holloway. This is easily my most anticipated fight of the year. Let's get into it. Now, this is a clash of the two best boxers in the entirety of the UFC. I mean, you could see it based on their performances, and both of these guys are coming off insane victories. Topuria, of course, knocked out Alexander Volkanovski, and then Max had that crazy knockout over Justin Gaethje at UFC 300. They're both super exciting, and I think them being locked inside of the octagon together will make for a very entertaining fight. But there is one fighter that I do favor in this match, but little more than the other, and I'm going to explain to you why. And that guy is Ilia Topuria, and a lot of people are going to hate that because in the build-up to this fight, everybody is counting on Max, everybody believes in Max, and a lot of people are cheering for Max, and with good reason. I mean, I love Max Holloway. I think he is amazing in every way, but I can't overlook Ilia Topuria, and I think he is one of the best and most skilled fighters in the entirety of the UFC, which is why I think he'll get the job done over Max. Now, I'm almost certain that this fight will stay on the feet for the entirety of its duration, but there is a chance it hits the ground, and if it does, it's probably going to be Ilia who initiates that exchange. I think that on the ground, Ilia is far more superior than Max, and if he can get him into the right positions, he could potentially find a submission. Is he going to be looking for that? Probably not, but it is one way he could definitely win the fight. I think another thing Ilia has on his side is just straight power. Yes, Max has a granite chin, never been finished, but Ilia Topuria carries a different type of power. I mean, look what he did to Alexander Volkanovski. Look what he did to Josh Emmett's face. I mean, the guy carries serious steam behind those punches. He has multiple knockouts in his career, and if he clips anybody properly on the chin, I think he can take anybody's lights out. And yeah, Max Holloway isn't just anybody. Like I mentioned, he has a granite chin, but not everybody is invincible. And with Ilia's technique combined with his power, he may be able to find Max's chin and shut him off. Unlikely, but totally possible. And in terms of skill for skill between these two on the feet, they're pretty much dead even in the boxing range. I mean, Ilia, he has this tight guard, he throws a lot more single strikes, more powerful punches, and then you have Max, who's more of a volume guy. They have two different styles, but they're both very effective. So it's tough to pick who will win a lot of the boxing exchanges, but when you have two guys like this who are so close in skill, you kind of have to favor the more powerful guy, which I believe is Ilia. Another thing you gotta back in a fighter is his confidence, and Ilia Topuria might be one of the most confident guys on the entire roster. Yeah, a lot of the things he's saying in the build-up to this fight is for fight promotion, but he's got to believe some of the things he's saying, and he has been talking crazy. He's saying he's going to knock Max out in the first round. He's saying that Max isn't that great of a boxer, and he's going to expose that, and while I don't necessarily agree with everything he's saying, you kind of have to back him, because this confidence is what we saw against Alexander Volkanovski, and look what happened in that fight. I think once the bell rings, to be honest, this fight is going to be all action. I don't think either guy's going to take it slow. I think you're going to see Topuria go on the front foot quickly, try and start throwing stuff at Max, Max backing away and trying to stay away from Ilia, and then Max trying to throw some of his own stuff. I think it's going to be a high-paced, high-volume fight for as long as it goes on. It could go all 25. I could see it happening just because we have Max, who has a granite chin, and Ilia, I mean, he only really seems susceptible to head kicks, so if Max doesn't throw head kicks, I don't know if he's going to finish Ilia. I just think both guys are so skilled that seeing someone get finished would be very surprising. But I'm telling you guys, I really do think Ilia Topuria is a different type of fighter, a different beast. I honestly do. And I would not be surprised if he actually went out there and finished Max Holloway. I know that sounds crazy right now, but I think Ilia is on a different level. I really do. I think from what I've seen from him, his style, his boxing is just so crisp, it's so sharp, and he's so good at what he does that I think he could find Max's chin in this fight. I think it's unlikely, but I really do think it's a possibility. And what a crazy title reign that would be. I mean, to finish Alexander Volkanovski and then Max Holloway, you pretty much completed the game at featherweight. Like, you took out the two best guys that we've seen in the past 5 years. So, yeah, it'd be an incredible achievement for Ilia. And for Max, if he were to go back out there and get the belt once again, that'd be big for his career, and it would just add Ilia to a list of an insane resume that Max already has. But yeah, guys, I'm going to be taking Ilia Topuria to win this fight via decision. Topuria usually is able to finish a lot of his opponents, but I can't count on Max Holloway's chin cracking in this fight. I think it could happen. I wouldn't be surprised, but I'm going to go with the safe pick, and I'm going to back Ilia Topuria to win by decision. But I could be wrong. You guys could come and laugh at me if I'm completely off with this, like you usually do when I'm wrong. So I wouldn't be surprised, but I am going to back Ilia. I'm going to back him. I think he is good. I think he's good enough to beat Max, and I think at this point in his career, he's entering his prime. He's getting into the spotlight. He's a massive superstar outside of North America. I think all the things are on his side to go out there and get the job done. So that's what I'm going to say happens. So overall, I think that power is going to be a big factor in this one, as well as Ilia's ground game if it gets there. Those are going to be the two things that really help Ilia win this fight, and I think that it's going to help him a lot. So let me know what you guys think. Do you agree with me? Do you not agree with me? Who are you guys taking to win on Saturday night, Ilia Topuria or Max Holloway? Let me know down below in the comments. I want to see what you have to say. Thank you all for watching. Be on the lookout for more UFC 308 content. Tons of fights on this card that I want to talk about, and I'll be sharing my opinion on. So be on the lookout for those. Thank you all for watching. I'll see you all in the next one.